we have discussed about it. Interval data that appears to be the Likert scale data. Okay, on the face it appears Likert scale data. Now, what's next? What is the difference between interval and the ratio? Yeah, the basic, the book says origin is not fixed. Can we please elaborate on this? Too technical. Origin is not fixed. I require a different word. Origin is not fixed. What is the difference? What is the origin? Zero. Example. You know, these are the things written in the books.
Temperature, it's like
Temperature is 1. So that's why we say if Delhi it's 30 degree and Shimla it's 15 degree, we don't say the temperature of Delhi is 2 times the Shimla. Do we say? Is there any fault? If I say temperature of Delhi is twice the temperature of Shimla, anything wrong? Are we talking terms? We either use reply yes or you reply no. There is no third category. Cannot say. Can I say Delhi temperature 30 degree today and Shimla it's a 15 degree? So can't it say the Delhi temperature is twice that of Shimla? We can say.
no, we can't.
No, we can't say. No, we can't say. We can say. Ma'am, what's your opinion? You know the answer. Now what? How much times the temperature of Delhi is there from Leh? 0 times. And if I say Moscow minus 30 degree, so what will you say? Minus 1? Doesn't make any sense. So somewhere fundamentals are wrong. Fundamentals are wrong. We can say it's 15 degree more. If 15 degree more, it's 30 degree more and it's 60 degree more. It's not twice because 0 is not fixed. When we say origin, what is meant by the origin? And this couldn't have been given by anybody else than Indians. 0. I think I discussed in the same workshop last time also. Imagine something which is not there. Imagine, just think of something which is not there. How can you think of? So that is a 0. 0 means absolute absence. When I say I have 10 rupees, given the 10 rupees to the girl, how much money I have? 0. Well defined, I don't have any money. But the moment I say it's a 0 degree temperature, does it mean absence of temperature? No. There is, what is 0 degree? The behavior of mercury in one particular tube. That is 0 degree. That is not the absence of the temperature. Right? So, when we say 0 degree or 0 means when we say origin is not fixed or origin is fixed. What exactly is 0? 0 means absolute absence of something. When we say a baby is about to born, what is the age? No age, because there is no baby. The moment the baby is born separated by the body of mother, then the counting starts. Okay? The moment we say that the height is 0, it means there is no height. Now you make something and you say height starts. So there is absolute 0, and in the British Museum, they have kept a particular mass of metal. They say it's 1 pound. 1 pound. When you say 1 kg, actually what is 1 kg? Have you ever thought of? And whatever you carry is simply a mass. Because 9.8 is the pull. So that's why the same you, when you go to the moon, your weight is something else. When you go to the Jupiter, your weight is something else. Because basically the mass is there. So that mass, they have kept it there. That is the standard. Even time, where from we watch the time. The beautiful method is the sun watch. Jantar Mantar we have in Delhi. That is a beautiful thing. That never changes. Other than that, we have an atomic watch. Because whatever watch you have, that make you misleading time, isn't it? Your clock towers and the watch, whatever. So whenever the origin is fixed, so the beautiful thing is whenever it comes to rupee term, it's always fixed, no rupee. So all financial data is basically the ratio sort of. All financial data, whether you talk about the share market, the banking data, insurance data, this, that, everything, all physical units, weight, height, age, all they are in the ratio terms. The basic problem comes with the people of OB, organization, behavior, psychology. When they deal with the opinions, zero is not fixed. When they deal with the opinion, you feel either bad or good, but at times you feel indifferent. The beautiful quote given by Amish, you know Amish? Shiva trilogy, the current bestseller book in India. Immortals of Milwa and other two books are there, Shiva trilogy. And he has coined a very beautiful term. The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifferent. You are not concerned. Hate is again, the level is the same. Strongly agree to strongly disagree. You are connected. When you say indifferent, you are not concerned. That is the opposite. Likewise, when the origin in the interval data is not fixed, what the difference it will be? It will make a lot of difference, friends. When we talk of something called the regression, now wherever it was ratio data, this is the ratio data. When you take open-ended question, exact data you take from the respondents, that is called as the ratio data. Because, look for, people get confused between this age 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. But this is really funny. This is really funny. Reason being, age 0, and you are taking data from the person 0. So it is totally weird. Something like a baby is born and you are standing there. Just a minute, doctor. My questionnaire, please fill the my questionnaire. Nonsense. But even then, whatever. What sort of nominal measurement it is? It's a nominal measurement, ordinal measurement, interval measurement. I don't see it's a ratio measurement. Any of the three. Ordinal, interval. What is your point? Why it's interval? Because it's a 0 to 10, 10 to 20. It's a interval is given. That doesn't make it interval data. A person replied here, B here, C here. Can we conclude the gap between A and B is same as that of B and C? No, we can't. We can't. A person may be of 9 years here, 11 years here, and 29 years here. Yeah. So it's not the interval measurement. Interval measurement is when the gap is absolutely the same. So what is it? Can we say this A person is of more age than this? We can say 20 to 30 has to be more than this age. Has to be more than, it's a ordinal data. It's a ordinal data. So look for, when you have the open-ended question directly in the form of now a person is age.
Then it's called when we're comparing the two groups. When we say if I have to work on more people in that particular
You can't. Absolutely. 10 to 20, 40 people replied in this. Can we really say something about that persons? Can we say something about those people? Absolutely nothing. This is the fallacy of the measurement. It could have been, if it was really important, it could have been broken into this. Could have been taken like this. Recently, a girl made a mistake, and that is a sort of a blunder. Her work is academic achievement on the basis of certain personality determinants. So personality she measured from the some standard scale are there, openness, this 5 points are there, and how to measure the academic achievement? Marks. That is the one measure. You could have, these are called as the matrices. How you define? I could take academic achievement is marks 1. Academic achievement is if it is able to fetch you a job. So if you are in the job, you are academically okay. If you are not, that is one, my opinion. Maybe true, may not be true. The girl worked with 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and this less than 50. These are the marks, right? She collected data from the 400 people and then she reported, sir, the problem is 390 people are in this category. Look for, she collected the data from the technical institutes, and in the technical institutes, engineering, etc., less than 50 is not possible. Okay, most of the time they are failed. 50 to 60, it may be there, and more than 70, you become the topper. It's not CBSE exam, it's engineering. In the engineering, you don't get the 70 to 80 very often. Most of the time, a clear majority falls between this group, 60 to 70. The problem made by the girl was, the main dependent variable was this. Now, can you really work on this? Something like this? It's a totally weird data, it's a biased data. Because all people are in the same category. It could have been, from 60 to 62, 62 to 65 that the measurement was wrong. These are the small mistakes which we make. But now let's take nominal measurement is whenever you have MCQ questions, whenever you have binary questions, these are called as the nominal. Ordinal measurements, when you have, or shall I write it? We have to make a big table because the most important point of the research or at least data analysis is cleaning, and let's focus on that. MCQ questions or binary questions. The ordinal data, that will be either MCQ, it can be binary. Can you give me any example of binary question ordinal measurement? Binary question ordinal measurement means they can be put into the high low, happiness high and the low. Okay, it can be age high and the low. Anything that can be put into that continuum high low. Further, it is scale data. Likert scale I am referring to. Likert scale is ordinal in measurement. Then ranking question, they are ordinal in measurement. Well, the most important in the questionnaire, the moment you say I will make questionnaire, this is going to come in one way or another. Whatever sort of questions you will make, this will come. Now rank question I am writing it as separately. That is again ordinal measurement, but for the rest of the table I am writing separately. Then interval measurement, scale data, but you get the sum of it. Scale data, when you get the sum of it, it's called the interval measurement. Individual statement, it is ordinal. When you get the total of it, it's interval measurement.
So here is scale. What specifically scale?
Likert scale. Other scales we shall use. Anybody remember the complete name of the Likert scale? Likert was the person. Those who teach research methodology might have gone through the name of the scale. Like Thurston scale was equal appearing interval scale. Osgood scale was semantic differential scale. We call it as Osgood scale, but it was that. Gutman scales, cumulative scale. Likert scale was submitted rating scale. Look, in the name itself, the answer has been given. Submitted rating scale. It's a rating scale. You ask the people to rate from 1 to 5. Rating scale. It's not a ranking scale. Two sort of scales are there, ranking and the rating. It's a rating scale. Submitted. Get the total of that. And if you see the books talk about it. The Likert has given and get the total and then you make. Okay? If you have this much score, your behavior is this much category, your behavior is this. Submitted rating scale. Get the total. The total is interval measurement. The most important point is, if you are working on the Likert scale, because maximum work on the Likert scale, if you are working on the individual statement, the test used will be either U test or chi-square test. You don't work with the t-test on individual statement. If you get total of it, then you can apply t-test provided normative. Okay. This is one of the biggest confusion. Well, I was confused, and Professor C.P. Gupta, now in Delhi University, earlier MBA Gurgaon, he actually clarified all these things to me. When you work on the statement 1 versus gender, this way, when you want to work, now gender, there are the two categories, and here it is the ordinal data. So the test applied will be either the U test or you can apply the chi-square test. The moment you take S1, S2, S10, the sum of that, now this sum you have saved in the SPSS file, this will be checked for the normality. If it is normality is yes, then you can apply the t-test. If you say no, then you can apply the U test. Most of the people, they are always debating about this. And we had a debate on our group. We had a long debate on our groups, and I have posted the queries in favor of this, in against it. There are ample evidences that Likert scale is an interval scale. Individual statement, it's a Likert. You know, people say, yes, there is our problem. Highly dissatisfied, dissatisfied, neutral. This is absolutely same. The difference between these is same as that of this. There are the people who guarantee it. What do they say? They simply say, we haven't given highly satisfied, etc. We have logged from 1 to 9. Strongly, highly dissatisfied and highly satisfied. They said we haven't given what is 2, 3, 4, 5. So the respondent has automatically taken, this is 1 to 2, 2 to 3. The respondent has automatically, weighed the categories and done this way. Look for, there will be some scales, you will go through the questionnaires where it's written 1 is this, 9 is this, and they don't prescribe what are the others. Simply this, and we will do one example today about it. They claim it is what the problem? The difference between 1 and 2 is the same. I haven't given. The respondent has equally spaced all of them. So there is one school of thought, they believe no, it's interval measurement, and they go along with the t-test. They go along with the t-test. So in the Likert data, individual statement, there is a t-test. Make sure you have asked like this, not like this. Or satisfied, highly satisfied. These are very subtle points. But majority of the scholars, they believe Likert scale is ordinal, and you get its total, that is the interval data, and then there can be t-test can be applied for it. When we talk about the scale questions, two of the techniques come very often. EFA and the CFA. The two techniques, they come very often, EFA and the CFA, exploratory factor analysis, confirmatory factor analysis, and today we will start with it. Exploratory factor analysis, please understand, this is a data mining technique. And CFA, this is the model testing. This is the fundamental. And most of the people, they say, sir, I want to apply EFA, then I want to apply CFA, then I want to SCM. Why? Because my guide said so. No, that is not the answer. Look for the difference between the EFA and CFA. If in the EFA you collected something, for example, there is something, what is exploratory? We explore something, and exploratory study is when no review of literature is available. Remember the type of the study. Exploratory study, descriptive, experimental. Exploratory study when nothing is available, no data is available, no review of literature is available. For example, WhatsApp. How many people are there on the WhatsApp? Very modest. Is there anybody who is not on the Facebook? All others are on the Facebook, right? So now there are some theses going on. I said, from a long distance you are traveling. Yeah. Please make yourself comfortable. Now there are the people who are working on ill effects of Facebook. Ill effects of Facebook. On the, there were some cases. One student of IIM Bangalore, she jumped from the building and committed suicide because there was no liking for her. Or something like people don't give liking. One boy in this Chandigarh, he was taken to the psychiatrist because all of the time, 16 hours, 18 hours, he was on the keyboard and the mouse. He was all the time doing like this. So now people are talking about the ill effects of this, stress effects of Facebook, behavioral psychological disorder, behavioral problems with the Facebook. Now, Facebook is a relatively new concept. Not many studies have been conducted. So anybody have to start? The first person who come forward with the idea that Facebook got a ill effect also, this will be the exploratory study. Since it's an exploratory study, you don't have much of the things. You collect whatever comes to your mind, whatever appeal to the people. You go to one person, other person, you go to 40 people, you collect certain statements, and what you want to do? There are the 50-60 statements, statement 1 to statement 60. Okay? You really don't know that whether they can be clubbed into some head or not. There are the 50-60 statements. So you go for the data mining, you go for their interrelationship between what is happening inside the data, how the people while replying gave the same sort of response to the various statements. I repeat, whether it can be something like this. See, I think you are majority of your faculty members. If I'll ask you, can you really sense the groups in your class? There are groups, one particular section, maybe they will sit somewhere else, they don't sit with their group members, but a seasoned teacher always know this is one group, this is one group, these are the various groups, you know about it, right?
Identical objects को हम इकट्ठा करते हैं.
Identical, yes, but identical in what way? It can be seemingly apparently same, it can be girls or boys, it can be more prominent is hostelers and day scholars, then it can be daily outsiders, it can be on the basis of region, language, it can be basis of religion, it can be any dimension. The point here is, if you see there are certain clusters within the data about the statement, you group the statement, that is called as the EF. Nobody object about it, exploratory, it's an exploratory factor analysis. You simply say that these statements have been clubbed together and give a common name, so that you can say, for example, hostlers. Now what is a hostler? Hostler is one of the property. I will say these hostlers, they create nuisance. Day scholars are like this. So this is, I am replacing the statements by a particular group, that is called explorative factor analysis. But the moment you come to CFA, it's not a data mining technique. It's not a data mining technique. What it means? You need a theory for it. It's a model testing. So there has to be a model, only then you can test. You can't make experiment, okay, let's remove this, let's add this, no. This is a data model testing. So there must be model, there is something. This is a model you want to check, okay or not. You removed it, you rejected it, it's not up to the mark. Now again you come to this point, EFA. You say I will add few more, I will do this. Got the point? The basic difference, if you have a structured questionnaire, if you have a well-defined model, you will go for CFA. If you want to make a new model, if you want to propose something new, that is the EFA. That's the fundamental. Yeah.
Model is proposed on the basis of EFA and model is validated on the basis of CFA.
Absolutely. And those who say the correct sequence is, I have taken somebody's model, black model about the expatriate study, applied CFA, the results are not up to the mark. Then I said, as per my model, I can reject some of the statement, do it again, check out with the EFA and prove your model. You got the point? Research is of two types. Number one, you carry out something new. Second thing, already existing thing you check for the validity or not. Just thinking from simple terms. There is a restaurant nearby, and the restaurant says that how to check out the service quality of nearby restaurant. The reliability is not okay. Few things